What does your poop say about you?
Hi, I'm Brian Merrill, a bioinformatics scientist at Seed. Today, in this bathroom classroom lesson, I'm going to teach you how to be your own bioinformatician at home using just your eyes and your poop.
Your poop is full of biological data, offering key insights about your health. So, here are 4 visible biomarkers that you can pay attention to and how to decode what they're telling you.
Number 1, buoyancy. Does your poop float or sink? Sinking is generally the norm, but stools that contain a lot of gas will float. Floaters are not typically a cause for concern unless they're pale, oily, or foul-smelling, and may actually be a good thing. Gas is a byproduct of digestion, and your gut microbes produce gas as they break down complex carbohydrates and fibers in your colon. So, if you're someone who eats a high-fiber diet, you may experience floating stools, as well as gas, more often. Number 2, color. Stool is most often brown due to byproducts of bile, a fluid that helps with digestion and waste elimination. However, certain foods and supplements can change the color of your poop. For example, the pigments in beets might cause a pink or red hue. Artificial food coloring might trigger blue or green poops. Stool can also contain clumps of undigested food that influence color, like yellow corn. If you see any drastic changes in color that persist after a few bowel movements, alongside other changes like smell, that could be a sign of infection or other GI condition, so definitely consult a healthcare provider. Number 3, shape and consistency. Because stool is 75% water, its consistency, think small hard pebbles versus a pile of mush, are dictated by water content. The other factors like what you eat and how quickly food and waste are moving through your system, also known as transit time, will affect consistency and shape. The Bristol Stool Chart, a universal classification for stool, can help you read the composition and consistency of your poop. The ideal poops, types 3 and 4, are expelled easily in a singular sausage or snake-like shape. They're not too watery and not too dry. Types 1 and 2 can mean slow intestinal transit, causing extensive water absorption and harder stools. These are typically indicative of constipation. Types 6 and 7 may signal rapid intestinal transit, which limits water absorption, leading to loose or liquid stools. These are usually indicative of diarrhea. If you're dropping anything outside of the ideal, head to the link in our description for tips catered to your type. And lastly, number 4, frequency. Pooping anywhere from 3 times a day to 3 times a week is considered healthy. So what does it mean if you fall outside this normal range? If you're pooping less than 3 times a week, it could be a sign that you aren't eating enough fiber, or you have reduced gastric motility, which can be a side effect of certain medications. If you're going more than 3 times a day, it indicates a faster than average transit time, which can indicate food allergies and intolerances, as well as mental health conditions like anxiety. While this 3 and 3 metric is the standard for healthy bowel movement frequency, it's important to note that this year, researchers identified an even more specific range of daily movements that may actually support gut microbiome health and long-term well-being. This so-called Goldilocks zone of pooping is 1 to 2 times daily. These are some of the visible markers you can pay attention to at home. In a lab, we can use advanced tools and technologies, along with bioinformatics, to tell us even more about poop.